finna give it a good shot, my case. She want the Mew Mew, she want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that dun. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. 5, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend, Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna stop and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go from Denver. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play action now. It's Nix. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Nix from the gun on 4th down. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And he steps into this one, gets up a big kick, angled for the sideline. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing to begin is Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming, from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ready. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
On the ground for the first time. Here comes Jonathan Taylor. And the defense there to meet him. Hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Richardson. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the jump.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. He's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Check. Let's go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
The Cowboy 80. Ready.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Ready.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3.
Pat the 60. Pat the...
From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson going to look to throw. That's over the middle and he's taken in. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll dump this off to Taylor. The Broncos have it. He works free, right side. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball on this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Pass right side to down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
From 31, here is 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty.
Got it. Ready?
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Throwing is Richardson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That one intercepted. Picked off by Johnny Barron.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now to throw it here on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvin. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run with Dobbins. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards.
Brought down by Nick Cross. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Almost set. Ready. Olay, olay, olay. Olay, olay, olay.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. He will get into the end zone. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, they continue to build on this lead here early. It's going to be a long day for this defense.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Pass the 60.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter. as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 47 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready? 65.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Panther 6, 70 Lions.
They go right back to Taylor. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready? Cougar 19. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
Now Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. Being belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Hold on, son. Ready? Ready? Captain.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hold on, son.
Back to throw is Nix. And he let him a bit too much. Pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw it. Nix. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And this will line up the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Here's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
To return, it's Mims. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Dobbins. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Broncos.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by Layatu. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Denver first down.
27-yard line.
Bombers.
They'll throw. It's Nick. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put two guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got room to roam. And he will get into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it to the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Ashton Doolin now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready, set. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Tyler Higbee was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And Mitchell, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 50th reception on the season. And he's got a 1st down to go with. A 1st down throw for Knicks. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. It's second down. Here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Colts 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Bombers.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's in. Portland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. That is second TD catch of the season. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. the linebacker, Nick Bonito, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go, sack. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Bombers. Hold on a sec.
Working out of the gun. It's Nick. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. He'll take a deep shot for down. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big one there to start the second half. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. Nice.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings. Let's go.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's the safety telling Noah Hufanga on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and 11. That's Pierce in motion. Looking to throw. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Ready?
Well, the chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
70. Let's go.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Ready.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Second down throw for Richardson. Pass right side to down.
Seemed like the receiver might ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Crack all 80.
Richardson to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. At 9, Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Colts are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
For the Broncos.
On the return is Gould.
Anthony Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
Oh, it's Taylor. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Come on. Hey! 70, step a little. Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing is Nix. This one complete to Sutton. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Big throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open, so the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult.
And he'll take it on in. Marvin Mims. Put down Denver. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. That's Pierce in motion. On the ground, it's Taylor. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle. Second and 5.
Here we go. Set. 18.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Get it.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready! Ready!
From the gun, Richardson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and long. Throwing is Richardson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. Taken at about the 6. Nowhere to run that time. Hunt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and
8. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground, this is Harvey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready! Bombers!
They'll go play action with Hicks. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50. Set up the offense with a short field.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now!
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Taking off, and he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll run here with Hill. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10.
Ready!
In motion is Warren.
Go!
4th quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On second down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he will score. Game on. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Price now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down, it's Nix. He throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Captain.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
29-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that catch number 40 on the season for him.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up, and until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
On first down, it's Richardson. A short pass taken in by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Taylor. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TV. It is first down and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Gravity Lions. Viking 18.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Colts. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he won't get away. Good opening tackle there to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero.
They're going to have quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to first and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on first and goal.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And no return here. This is a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
To throw, it's Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ball game.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long.
Press all 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
7 Pirates, Cowboy 80.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. They'll begin here on the ground. The flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call.
Bombers. Ready.
Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Now a give on the ground, fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second. Talk things over before third down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Ready?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Ready? Go.
Throwing, Richardson. That's taken in.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
Let's go now.
In motion comes Pittman. Here's Richardson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Richardson gonna look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.